Steelers 14, Packers 3. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Josh Hawkins with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Brady now on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Second down.
After the sack on first down, Brady. This one into the hands of the running back, Balazs. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A 12-yard gain on the play.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Packers take over.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Devin Bush charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Third and long for Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Completion here to Claypool. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
To Chase Claypool. It's a gain of 8.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun. Brady. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll run here with Balazs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Brady. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
To throw again. Brady. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
The score, Steelers 21, Packers 3. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
34-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Mostert. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. Mayfield with it once more. He's got Adams on the hookup. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Mostert. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
9-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devin Bush picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. It'll be a loss of 15 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're coming off for 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw, Mayfield. Got a man. It's Tonyan complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Mayfield. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Mostert. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A second down throw for Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
On the keeper. That's a gain of 8. Brings up third. And
now Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
bang, Packer.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Dancing to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Ballage. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. They do go for it. It's Brady. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. But 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away.
Mayfield.
So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Sideline and incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 46 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Again, it's Balazs. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They run it with Balazs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They hand it off to Mostert. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Steelers' 11-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw, and his pass incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Mayfield now. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former 1st-round pick, William Jackson.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Brady eluding the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
On downs.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made
just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Packers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick 1st down as well.
Make the tackle. A gain of 15. 1st down, Steelers.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Once again, it's Mostert. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. This is fielded inside the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Brady. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And the Steeler first down.
Brady to throw. And incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Brady. Back to Smith-Schuster. This time complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Pittsburgh.
He's back to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it third down.
It's third down. And 10 yards to go.
Back to throw, Brady. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. This a long one from 54. It looks good, and it is good. From 54 yards away, he bangs it through. And the Steelers have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.